Cape Le Grand National Park boasts an ancient and unique landscape nestled along the rugged southern coast of Western Australia.
Imagine standing on rocks that have remained above sea level and defied the tides for over 200 million years. But what steals the show is the unimaginable blue water. It's like dipping your toes into liquid sapphire.
The water in this part of the world is absolutely crystal clear with no muddiness or murkiness. The sunlight dives deep, revealing the true colour, and those granite rocks are like nature's mirrors, reflecting the sunlight up and resulting in that mesmerising turquoise hue that the area is famous for. Cape Le Grand is a wonderland unlike anything else in the world. Its powdery white sand squishes between your toes, the water is so turquoise it looks like it's been photoshopped, and a backdrop of rugged granite peaks that rise majestically from the coastline.
Join us as we continue to explore this incredible landscape. But it's not all smooth sailing in paradise.
And I crashed the drone.
We've gone 5 metres. Oh, what's that?
This is one of the few campgrounds in the country, or in WA at least, that we really do recommend, or you kind of have to book in advance. It's extremely popular. Yeah, you do have to book quite a long way in advance. We booked this one about 4 or 5 months ago to try and get a week here. So yeah, it is just one of those ones that you have to plan a little bit ahead, a bit more than what we would rather do, but it is what it is. It is an absolutely beautiful spot though, and you can see why it's so popular. The campground itself has awesome sights, nice and level, easy to get onto, and nicely separated with a little bit of vegetation as well. A nice natural sort of looking campground. Has really good toilets, and it actually has solar hot showers as well, flushing toilets as well as some drop toilets, but all immaculately clean. And yeah, it is a really, really nice campsite. The weather is going to be a bit on and off during our stay here, so we're just going to have to make the most of the good weather days. We will hopefully get a few of those days where the sun comes out and the beautiful turquoise water comes out of the white sand here that this area is so popular and famous for. So hopefully we'll get to see a bit of that, but there is going to be a bit of bad weather as well. We're just going to have to take it as it comes. Lucky Bay, you don't actually book a site, you just book the campground, which I don't mind. There's pros and cons to both systems. But yeah, so if you want to get one of the better sites that's sort of tucked down out of the wind a little bit, it is worth trying to get in as early as you can. We got in a bit later than we would have liked, but managed to get a good site near our mates as well, which is cool. So yeah, you can get lucky, I guess. But yeah, all the sites are quite good. Some have got views, some are a bit more sheltered and protected. You just sort of, a bit of the luck of the draw as to what you get. To commemorate the naming of Lucky Bay by Matthew Flinders, who used this bay as a safe anchorage on Saturday, January 9th, 1802, during his circumnavigation of Australia. So there was someone here named it when they were here 222 years ago.
You were alive then?
No.
See?
I'm only 30 something years old. As much as Membernup was an awesome camp for being right on the beach there, we're actually really enjoying the change up and being on a nice gravel site with plenty of vegetation around us, a little bit more protection from the elements. I think I'm actually really glad we did it the way around we did, and did Membernup first, which was absolutely stunning when it was on, but it was very exposed to the weather when the weather wasn't brilliant, whereas here we feel a little bit more sheltered on these less than ideal weather conditions. I think it's just something to be aware of, is that you see a lot of photos of this area on Instagram and all over social media, beautiful, bays, turquoise waters, which it is absolutely, but it doesn't look like that a lot of the time. A lot of the time it's a lot like today, where there's a bit of a blow, pretty overcast. We've been in the area now for about 2.5 weeks, and there's more days than this that we've been here than the other way around. So if you are here and the weather's good, make the most of it. Get out there and explore and enjoy those awesome beaches, because it is an absolutely stunning area. Just to keep realistic expectations, I think just expect that you won't always get those conditions. Probably depends on the time of year. We have heard that this isn't a bad time of year to be here. It's late February now. Yeah, but look, it's just a magic spot. Whether the weather's good or not, it's just a beautiful area. We're absolutely loving exploring this area, and can't wait to do more of it as we head back towards Albany. There's a lot of spots that we skipped on the way here that we're looking forward to checking out as well.
So the plan this Savo, while the weather's good, is to head to the beach. We've actually driven out to Hellfire Bay, and from Hellfire Bay it's a 40-minute return, so 20 minutes each way, to Little Hellfire Bay, which apparently is very good. I just love these plants. These Banksies are just so gorgeous. They're, I don't know, they make you just feel like you're right at home. I love them.
They're like weeds around here though, there's plenty of them. There's so many of them. Oh, we made it. What a beautiful spot this is. This is worth the short walk. Pretty easy walk all in all. Nice formed track. And yeah, there's only a couple other people here, so a lot less busy than the main Hellfire Bay beach, and a lot more sheltered as well from the wind. This will do for the next few hours, that's for sure. Couple of really exciting new products that we've got our hands on from Bluetti. Bluetti have sent us their new AC 180T power station and their brand new portable fridge. This is the first time Bluetti's ever done a portable fridge, and there's a couple of really cool features about both of these that we're really excited about. We've been working with Bluetti for a little while and reviewing a heap of their power stations, and we're going to be testing these out over the next few weeks. I've only just had a quick play around with them, but I will be doing a follow-up review to these. If you are interested in any of the specs, I'll leave a link in the description below and you can go and check it out. I think it's world first, as far as I'm aware. I don't think this has ever been done before. So for starters, the power station has most of the features that we're used to from Bluetti, from their power stations, from all the other ones we've tested before. You can charge it off solar, you can charge it off DC, you can charge it off AC as well. It has all of the outputs that you need, 240 volt outlets, your USB DC outlets, as well as your SIG socket, and your obviously solar input as well. Comes with all the cords you need to do all that. It's got about equivalent to about 120 amp hour battery in it, but what's really exciting is that battery is removable. Come and check this out. So these are the two, this is the battery pack inside the Bluetti AC 180T, and they are removable, as simple as that. I can take the battery out. It's obviously two batteries in there that make up the power unit itself. Now these batteries are what they're calling hot swappable, which means this unit can be running, can be powering your devices, so you can be running your induction cooker, Thermomix, anything like that from it, and you can rip one of these out while the unit is running. Now, why would you want to take the batteries out? Well, the number one reason you might want to is because it fits in the fridge. So down here on the fridge, we open up this little hatch here, take out the storage cage that's in there, if I can reach it from where I'm sitting. So we take this little storage bin out here, and the battery now slides into that hole, like so. Shut that up, and that now powers the fridge. How cool is that? Yeah, this has got me buzzing. I think this is a really cool idea. So now the fridge can be powered off of that battery. The fridge can now also be run directly from solar, can charge that battery, DC or AC can all charge it, as well as that battery being able to be swappable, so you can swap this other one into it as well. It's such a cool system. I'm really looking forward to testing it out. The fridge has some heap of other cool features as well. It has two baskets inside. It is a single zone, so it's not a fridge freezer at the same time. It can be either a fridge or a freezer, but not at the same time. It also has an ice maker in here, so looking forward to giving that one a good test run. And yeah, and it has a light, has a drain plug. It has a heap of really cool features. As I said, we'll be testing these out over the next few weeks and showing you a bit more about it. What I also love about the removable batteries in the power unit is one of the downsides that we've sort of realized with some of these bigger Bluetti power units is it's great to have the bigger battery capacity and the big inverter, but it makes the unit quite heavy. What you can do now though is you can pull the two batteries out, carry them separately if you need to move it around from the car or to the caravan, whatever it is, from camper trailer into the house, back into the car, and it makes this unit really light. The batteries are still quite heavy, but because they're in two now, that probably weighs about 5 kilos, and you can carry them separately. And same for the fridge. If you need to move the fridge, you can take the battery out of it and it just makes it that much lighter. Now, so far, we've had a few people coming past the campsite checking it out. Obviously, it looks a little bit different to everything that's out there on the market, and everyone's very curious about it. There's been some really good ideas thrown about the best way to utilise this in their setups. But let us know in the comments below, how would you use this in your setup? And yeah, what do you think of it? I reckon it's a bloody ripper of an idea, and I can't wait to test it out, as we said. So looking forward to giving it a good workout, and we'll come back to you guys and let you know what we think of it.
Morning. Okay, this morning's mission is to finish off editing this week's video, which Simon's doing now. Look at him working hard. And I'm packing the bags ready to go for a hike. So we're going to go from Lucky Bay, where we are. There's an easy hiking trail to Thistle Cove. We're going to do that with Mel and Pete and their 2 kids who are 1 and 3.
This relatively short walk along the coastline from Lucky Bay to Thistle Cove is part of the longer Legrand Coastal Trail, which extends from Legrand Beach to Rossiter Bay via Hellfire Bay.
For the experienced walker, it provides a 1-day, 15-kilometre trek over rocky headlands, coastal heath and those famous white sandy beaches.
If you're like us though, you might prefer to tackle one of the 4 shorter sections of the walk, which are well marked. Even better if you can drop a vehicle at one end as we did to save yourself the return walk.
Yeah, I think that rock's actually made by the waves because of the way it's shaped.
Captain Matthew Flinders named Thistle Cove in 1802 after the ship's master, John Thistle. Unfortunately, like many other regions we've visited in Australia, there was plenty of information about European explorers to the region, but there was little to none about the original Indigenous inhabitants. Well, here we are, Thistle Cove. What a brilliant little beach. Another one, it's just beach after beach here, just beautiful, but this one's quite good in today's wind. It's a little bit protected here, tucked in behind the rocks. Not a bad little walk.
Yeah, the hike was really awesome. I really actually enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting it to be that difficult. It is marked as an easy trail, which to me is like a grade 1, grade 2, sort of maybe pushing a grade 3, but I reckon that's a grade 3, 4 easily.
They say it's an hour walk. Probably took us that with the 4 kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely a bit less if you're fit, and I reckon you could do it in half an hour pretty easily.
I don't reckon anyone could. There's that many photo opportunities. You'll be taking photos every 30 seconds. The wildflowers are gorgeous as well. Yeah,
it's a brilliant walk.
Definitely worth doing if you're in the area, I would say.
For sure. A bit of an adventure this morning. Not quite the adventure that I had in mind when we first got here though. So last night I thought I'd go and do a quick drone flight and get some shots of this epic sunset that we got last night, and I crashed the drone quite a long way away out on what is almost an island. We can just get to it, we think. So the morning's escapade is going to be head out for a bit of a hike. We're going to drive up the beach, go for a bit of a hike, and try and find the drone. Because this is the last shot I took, but I wasn't recording at the time, so it's in that bush there somewhere.
2 drones in one day.
Yeah, you got yours back though. Yeah.
Hey, you'll get yours back.
With a GPS, we should be able to get it down to a few square metres.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Treasure hunt. Winner gets a special prize and a packet of Tim Tams.
Prize to be determined.
245 080.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's where it's pinging. Oh, so it's a little bit further
It's
in.
a little bit further up.
But where is it?
It's there. So it's a little. I thought it was in these trees, but it's a bit further up in there.
It's alright. You can get there. Looks like it's on the side of the cliff though.
Oh, fun times tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Hey, we find the drone. Beers are on me tomorrow night.
Done. I'm off. I'll see you later.
So it's been there overnight, so the battery's flat. I've got its last known location on GPS. It's going to be a bit of a climb, I think, and probably pretty tricky to find in the vegetation. So I'm going pants, and even less common for me, I'm actually going to put some boots on, because we might have to do some bush bashing through the scrub to try and find this drone. But I don't know what condition it's going to be in. Main thing we want back is the footage from it, obviously, that's on the card. But yeah, I mean, if we can recover the drone, that'd be great, and we'll see what happens from there.
I'm going to stay here with the boys. I've still got PTSD from the last time Simon tried to recover a drone from a tall tree in Carnarvon Gorge. I think that tree, Simon climbed a tree that was about 30 metres high by ourselves in the middle of the national park with not much. Yeah, that was a bit of an ordeal. So I'm going to stick here. I'm going to stay here with the boys, and I've worded Allan and Jess up to be nagging wife and not to let him do anything stupid. So let's see how this goes.
Good luck to him.
Okay, so we're here. The drone is out about there. So we're going to drive around about 3/4 of the way and then walk across there, try and get across between the mainland and the island. It's not quite an island. And then get up in there somewhere and find the drone. Got the drone recovery crew. We're here, ready to go.
Absolutely. Yep.
Let's go get this drone back.
Yo. The closest defect's on the toilet block down the bottom.
Okay, I am going to take a small backpack and take the PLB just in case, and our snake bite kit and a bottle of water. Hopefully, I don't need any of them except for maybe a drink of water, and see how we go. It's going to be quite the adventure, I think. Okay, let's go to the rock and have a look.
So where is it?
It's over there. It looks like an island, but it's not. I don't think. Well, we think it's not an island.
I think we got a good chance.
I think it's in that first bit of it. So we stay to the rocks around the coast and then... we've driven up to the end of the beach. We've got a couple of little rocky headlands to get over, a couple of bits of beach in front of us, and then the wet bit, or the potentially wet bit, trying to rock up across, and then the real fun begins, trying to find it. It's from its last location, it's in vegetation somewhere, which gives me a little bit of hope that if we find it, it might not be too badly damaged, but at the same time, it's going to make it harder to find it because the vegetation around here is quite low and shrubby, but it's very dense and thick. So that is going to be the challenge. Well, that's the second challenge. First challenge is getting over there. Second challenge is going to be finding it, even if we get in the rough vicinity where we think it is and from the GPS location. So we've downloaded offline maps on Google and we've screenshotted its location on our phones in case that doesn't work, to try and narrow the search area down, because that's definitely going to be the biggest challenge. We could be right on top of it and not see it, but first job is get over there. So you see how it's in that, see that thing, that rock there is that bare face below the main cliff. Now I think this is the main cliff, which is actually behind it.
We should be able to get up along
That's what I'm thinking.
rocks and come up.
Go up there, yeah. The HMS Investigator landed at Lucky Bay 10th of January 1802. Wowzers. Rather be doing it on a beautiful Thursday morning than searching for a drone.
To be honest, it's a nice day.
It's giving you
It's not raining, it's not windy.
It's given us an excuse to go somewhere we wouldn't have gone otherwise. Yeah, left. Yeah, up might be better for a little bit, eh?
Yeah.
It's pretty flat up there. Just the traffic, it gets people sticks out of the way. And we're gonna still get over the other side of there. Before that big mountain, but up that little one. Oh, if it's like this over there where we've got to find the drone, I don't like our chances. This is really, really thick scrub. Starting to lose hope. We're just coming to the edge of the mainland now where we're going to go across this little bit of ocean, bit of rock hopping across the water, and then it's still a fair way to go. Man, this is, it looked a lot easier on the map, that's for sure. Whew. Allan and Peter just gone around the other way trying to find another way through, but this is yeah, not easy trying to navigate through. You see it from a high point and it looks like you can find a path, and you get down into it and yeah, it's just impossible to see where you're going. Anyway, we'll keep struggling on, see what we find. Oh, well that sucked. I'm glad I wore long pants and boots. This is, yeah, shitty scrub to try and clamber through. Just waiting for Pete and Allan to catch up. I sort of went ahead and checked that there was a way through. We've just been scouting out different routes as we go, trying to figure out the easiest way through. I'm out onto the rocks now, and it looks like we can get across to the island, which is pretty good. There's a little bit of, I don't know if you can see behind me, but there's a little bit of rocky stuff there to rock up across. Hey pup, hey pup. Just whether you get a big set or not. Yeah. I'm way out of here. Ah, that's wet boots. All right, I'm going for it. That was one of the challenges we were worried about, was whether how wet we'd get doing that. Now we know the answer, a little bit. But on the way back, I think we're gonna be dealing with a rising tide. So, well, we know we are actually. I don't know why I said I think. We are gonna be dealing with a rising tide on the way back. Righto, we're closing in on it. So the drone, we believe, is 50 meters in through that scrub there. But going through this scrub is slow at best and very difficult, and we're getting a bit spooked by snakes. So we're gonna try and play it sensible and go the long way around, which means going back down to the water's edge, across a little bit more, and try and follow this rocky ridge up, and hope that puts us within 10 or 20 meters rather than 50. It's a good plan. We'll see what happens. I might have to leave me hat behind, eh? Oh, it's just hard to fit through. Trying to squeeze through little spots. I'll leave my backpack and my hat just here. Hopefully we come back this way. How the fuck did you fit through here?
I don't know.
Well, we've gone 5 meters. That is ridiculous. Oh, I've had to ditch the hat and the backpack just to try and squeeze through. That's not a rescue helicopter you can hear. Well, if it is, it's not for us yet. Oh man, I'm cooked. Oh, this is so thick, this scrub. Oh, what's that?
That is your drone.
No. Oh. You have definitely earned yourself a beer.
I'll have one. Look at that. It's intact.
Wow.
Gimbal's good. No scratches. Nothing.
Oh man, we were just starting to, well, I wouldn't say we're losing hope, but we're starting to come up with other plans. We're like, this is dense scrub. It could be a meter from us and we wouldn't even see it. And then Allan, just out of the corner of his eye, spotted it.
So it's an hour and 56 minutes to get to here.
2-hour trek to get here.
To get through, but there she is. Mate, happy days.
You're a legend. Oh man. Oh, I think I'll be flying a bit more carefully for a little while. It's just a drone, but
It's the footage.
It's the footage, and it, on the plus side, it was an adventure. But still only halfway through the adventure, because we're gonna try and get out of here. And it's getting hot. We might even, might not be such a bad thing, Al, if we've got to go for a swim on the way back through those rocks.
I need to cool off somehow.
I might be down to me jocks. Just rested gently in the tree, eh?
Yep.
Didn't even make it to the ground, did it?
All it needs is two new props. I mean, you probably replace it with 4 anyways, but Yeah, gimbal looks like it's...
Yes. So good. Yeah, I didn't even bring the gimbal cover. That's how skeptical I was that we were going to find it. I didn't even bring the gimbal cover, but...
Right there.
All right, I think the easier way is we just push up a bit and go back around those rocks, and then down the hill I got to try and find my hat and my backpack, which has got a drink in it. And then we better go tell Pete. Pete sat out the last couple hundred metres. It was getting pretty thick, and he's waiting for us. So I told him I'd send him a message when we get it, and I'll send a photo. I'll send a photo to the group chat, I think. Let's get out of here. Wow, what a walk. It ended up being about 4 Ks and took us 3.5 hours. Most of that was getting there and getting into the drone, and then, yeah, it was obviously a lot quicker back, but man, what an adventure. That's not something I want to do again, ever. So I think, yeah, I just changed the blades over on the drone, and it seems to fly just fine, so we might have dodged a bullet there, I reckon.
That's fair. Well, you're very zoomed in.
I don't know what I'm even trying to say here.
Spoiler alert, if you've watched our previous episodes and there's drone footage, we've won. We got it back.
My drone back, but it's got a little bit of damage
I was
on
just
it.
bragging
so
today about how many times I've crashed.
I'll find his,
Always got it back.
replace mine.
This could be the most epic one yet.
As I said, we can
Nah,
just
that's gonna be
see
good.
the thumbnail now.
Yeah.